Think Switzerland, and you might picture the world's finest, chocolate that melts in your mouth, cheeses that redefine creamy perfection, and watches that tick with precision. From the indulgent taste of Swiss chocolate to the rich aroma of world-renowned cheeses like Emmental and Gruyere. But there's more than meets the eye in this picturesque land of precision and prosperity. Switzerland, a country synonymous with luxury watches such as Rolex, Mille, and Patek Philippe, has woven a narrative of hard work and unwavering commitment to quality. Take a closer look, and you'll find a nation that crafts everything with precision. Even their famed Victorinox, celebrated for their versatility and durability. And who can forget the sweet embrace of Swiss chocolate, rivaling the best in the world? Beyond the delectable delights, Switzerland stands as one of the world's most prosperous nations, beckoning dreamers to call it home. What sets this Alpine haven apart? Firstly, a commitment to peace. Neutrality is not just a stance, but a way of life. Secondly, prosperity courses through Swiss society, reflected in their impressive GDP per capita. At $98,800, it surpasses even the mighty United States, signaling that the Swiss are not just prosperous, they're thriving. Delve deeper into the economic tapestry, and you'll discover that the average Swiss adult boasts a mean wealth per adult of $696,604 compared to the US's $570,620. That's nearly $125,000 more in the pocket of every Swiss adult. Dream place to live, right? Switzerland, a land of surprising stability. While the world battles inflation, this Alpine haven maintains its economic stronghold. In 2022, their inflation rate was a modest 3.5%, trumping the OECD average of 4.1%. Even more impressive, projections whisper of a mere 2.9% for 2023. Compare this to the forecasted 7.7% in the US, a staggering 8.6% in the Eurozone, or an eye-watering 79% in Turkey. The Swiss economy stands firm amidst a storm of global uncertainty. But what's their secret sauce? What sets Switzerland apart? Does their wealth owe itself to the whispered tales of their renowned banks sheltering the riches of the elite? Before diving into this enigmatic world, let's take a step back and explore how Switzerland earned its spot as a beacon of prosperity and home to the world's best banking prowess. Switzerland's story began centuries ago, where the Celts settled the land around 4th century BC. Fast forward to the 1st century BC, the Romans arrived, leaving their mark by founding Geneva. But as history churned, so did the tides of power. The Alemanni ousted the Romans in the 5th century AD. Enter the Middle Ages, a time of division. The land we now know as Switzerland was a patchwork of cantons, often at odds yet bound by geography. In the 13th century, these cantons banded together, birthing the Swiss Confederation, a loose union preceding the nation we recognize today. Switzerland's neutrality, a hallmark of its identity, found its roots in a tumultuous past. Battling neighboring nations in the 15th century, victory at the Battle of Dornach in 1499 was a turning point. The Swiss realized that they were too small and too weak to constantly be at war, and they began to develop a policy of neutrality. This neutrality, though a shield against conflict, holds a duality. While it preserves internal stability, it sometimes bars Switzerland from international involvement. Yet, it wasn't until 1815, at the Congress of Vienna, that Europe formally acknowledged Switzerland's neutrality, a post-Napoleonic era accord that solidified Switzerland's place as a beacon of stability in a shifting world. Switzerland's neutrality isn't just about staying out of conflicts, it's a strategic focus on home turf. Yet, behind this peaceful facade lies a military force that commands global respect. So, what's the army for? Primarily, it's a shield, ready to defend against external threats and ensure internal security, countering potential risks like terrorism. But beyond defense, the Swiss Army has a legacy of peacekeeping missions, showcasing their commitment to global stability. These deliberate policies aren't just words on paper, they're the cornerstone of Swiss stability. This stability isn't just a buzzword, it's the bedrock that breeds economic prowess. Investors flock to this haven, transforming Switzerland into a playground for businesses to thrive. This vibrant landscape births world-class companies, fostering innovation and birthing products that redefine excellence. Switzerland's journey into innovation stretches back centuries, kicking off with the watchmaking industry in the 18th century. Since then, This country has been a trailblazer across multiple sectors, from housing world-renowned pharmaceutical giants like Novartis, Roche, and Nestlé, constantly pushing boundaries in medical advancements, to excelling in precision, tools, machinery, and medical equipment. Switzerland's commitment to innovation and top-notch quality is palpable. And let's talk tech. Switzerland leads the charge in pioneering new technologies like robotics, artificial intelligence, and blockchain. Over 1,000 blockchain and cryptocurrency-based businesses have made the country their home. Their knack for R&D in these fields is unmatched. Not to forget their stellar service industry prowess in banking, insurance, and tourism, where innovation and customer service are a norm. So, how does Switzerland ace almost every sector? It all starts with heavy investments in education and training. Don't you know that the education system in Switzerland is not only one of the best in Europe, but it is considered one of the top systems in the world? Switzerland continually ranks on annual top 10 lists comparing education across the globe. They also nurturing a workforce that's adept at churning out cutting-edge products and services. Plus, its stable political and economic climate attracts businesses keen on pouring resources into research and development. Switzerland's knack for open innovation, collaborating with others to birth new ideas, propels its speed of innovation. This focus has yielded triumphs, like life-saving drugs such as Herceptin and rituximab, and groundbreaking inventions like the Swatch watch, Nespresso, and the CERN particle accelerator. The cherry on top, all this innovation has created a surge of high-skilled jobs, benefiting the majority and fostering prosperity across the Swiss landscape. But hey, is Switzerland all sunshine and rainbows? Let's take a peek at its darker side. Switzerland holds a hidden side in its shadows. Money laundering has deep roots here, thriving on the country's stringent banking secrecy laws. These laws create a fortress, shielding ill-gotten gains from the prying eyes of law enforcement. With its robust international banking scene and stability, Switzerland becomes an irresistible hub for those seeking a safe haven for their fortunes earned through crime. The consequences are staggering. Billions of dirty dollars find refuge here annually, funding a spectrum of illicit activities, terrorism, drug trades, and corruption among them. Though Switzerland has made strides in combating money laundering, signing international agreements and rolling out new regulations like KYC and CDD, progress remains partial. The very systems designed to safeguard privacy and security act as a double-edged sword. The secretive Swiss legal framework shields information, making it a labyrinth for law enforcement. Money launderers deftly utilize shell companies, leaving trails nearly impossible to trace. Despite Switzerland's commitment to the fight against money laundering, hurdles persist, underscoring the complexities in curbing this clandestine practice within its borders. Plus, the fact that the Swiss banking industry isn't just a player in the country's economy, it's a heavyweight contributor. In 2021 alone, the financial sector added a staggering 70.5 billion Swiss franc directly to Switzerland's economic pot. To put that in perspective, it's a whopping 10% slice of the entire Swiss economic pie. And it's not just about numbers. This industry means jobs. In 2019, over 222,000 individuals were full-time players in banks and insurance, accounting for more than 1 in every 20 jobs across Switzerland. But wait, there's more. This industry isn't just about the money it makes, it's about the money it gives back. In 2019, the financial sector's economic activities pumped in around 19.3 billion Swiss franc in tax revenue. That's a hefty 12.7% chunk of all the taxes the government rakes in, from federal to cantonal to municipal levels. Now, that's some serious fiscal firepower. The Swiss banking realm reigns supreme globally across several domains. Just picture this. Switzerland stands tall as a key hub for international asset management, boasting a mind-boggling 8 trillion Swiss franc under its care. And that's not all. When it comes to private banking, they're handling a colossal 2.7 trillion Swiss franc in assets. This dominance doesn't just make headlines, it shapes the Swiss economy profoundly. It's a job powerhouse, a tax revenue generator, and a provider of crucial financial services to both individuals and businesses. And with that much wealth coursing through their veins, eradicating money laundering from the Swiss banking system seems like an uphill battle, if not an impossible feat. Oh, did I mention about tax havens? Yes, I'm talking about tax havens. Switzerland isn't just picturesque, it's a haven for the wealthy, shielding them behind tax laws that let them dodge their fair share. Critics have raised their voices, accusing Switzerland of aiding tax evasion. But hey, the Swiss government argues it's all about drawing investments and creating jobs. And here's the twist in their tale of neutrality. It's not flawless. Switzerland's neutrality, hailed by many, has also drawn criticism, especially over its historical role in events like the Holocaust. Some argue that their neutrality might have silently facilitated human rights abuses, as it allowed the Nazis to deposit large sums of money in Swiss banks. Now, let's talk cost. Living in this beautiful land comes at a price, quite literally. Switzerland ranks high on the cost of living scale. Housing, food, transportation, all come with hefty price tags. This hefty bill makes it tough for folks on modest incomes to keep up. Switzerland, a land of beauty and wealth, isn't without its shadows. Money laundering, banking secrecy, tax dodging, neutrality's complexities, and sky-high living costs are serious concerns. Being aware of these issues is crucial for making informed choices about where we call home and how we manage our finances. But you know what? Despite all these issues, for me, Switzerland is a dream spot. If the opportunity came knocking, I'd pack my bags in a heartbeat. What about you? Drop a comment below. And if you're dreaming of Switzerland like me, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's dream together about living the Swiss life. See you in the next video.